Hey guys, so I posted that short about teaching you how to find joy and love. And one of my biggest reasons, I have two really big reasons. One is I had a client one time and she was older than me. I'm 45. And she had literally never experienced love in her life. Like, not at all. Like, she was born into basically drugs and homeless, and her parents traded her in for their fixes. And I mean, she was just severely abused, severely, just no love, none, zero emotion, zero love. And by the time she came to me as a client, I'll just never forget one of our sessions together. I offered to drive her around instead of just sitting in my office. And we drove around, and she started crying, and she started hitting the dashboard of the car. And I just pulled over and parked, and I let her. She started screaming and just punching the dashboard and kicking the floor and just screaming and crying. And I've never heard such pain. And that will stick with me for the rest of my life. And she kept saying, why doesn't anybody love me? Why has nobody ever loved me? And she was probably about 50, 55. And it was true. To her core, it was true. She was still homeless. She was chronically homeless, meaning she didn't even know how to not be. Like, we as an agency had provided a safe place for her to live, and she was still eating out of the garbage and stuff, like chronically homeless, because that's all she had known her entire life. And she just sticks in my heart. And we helped her find a place, and then it was over, for as far as my job. And I want to take that so much further. Like, if I could go back and have her be, someone on here, or someone I had known in my life that wasn't through work, I could have taken it further, and I could have taught her self-love, and I could have gone down the steps with her, because it would have been a hard job. But I believe with all my heart that I could have taught her that. I taught myself that. And that I believed, my belief was that was impossible. And I was just living here waiting to die, enjoying my other kids, and done deal. Done deal. So that's one of the reasons. And the other one is me, you know. I have a 7-year-old. I could have continued down the path. I could have let Colette's death take me so far down, which I thought, for a while it did, but I had to stand back up for my girls, Holly and Jill. I had to. And in that process, I surprised myself by, doing certain things and learning certain things and sticking with them and believing in them. And it's changed my daughter's life, both of them. I'm closer with Holly now than I ever have been. My little one is more comfortable in her own skin, and it's such an important thing that I think we leave out, because we're trying to just, get everybody to get a job and join the everyone doing the same thing. And what I said, like a functioning member of society, it's like, is that all we care about, and we had compassion and we had all the things, but we just, once our job was done with that person, which was once we got them into their own place, our job was done. And at the time, I didn't know about self-love. I didn't even love myself. I had a lot of compassion and love for my clients, but none for myself. So I was in no position to even try to teach that. But now the experiences that I have had are why I can do this, and why I can literally show you love, show you joy, show you what it is, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it is. And it comes from within. It comes from a place that nobody looks. It comes from a place that I wouldn't have looked. I was always looking outward for it. You know, I needed to make more money. I needed to do this. I needed to do that. Needed to have my house and all the things. But that led me to having all the things miserably. And that's why I just think it's so important. And I know that that last short seemed a little pitchy, but I'm excited. I'm excited to share this truth with you guys. And I just wanted to know, you know, does anybody want this truth? Does anybody want to hear this truth? Because it's transformed me. It's trans-fucking-formed me. You know, I didn't dream in a million years after losing Colette that I could even get out of bed, you know, let alone raise my daughter. You know, that was it for me. But it wasn't. And I feel like this gift is from her. I do. And I'm so grateful for it. And I miss her so much. You know, but that I can't take love and joy away from my other children. You know, there's just a way. There's a way to go down the road of getting down to the root of your pain and even your physical pain and agony. You know, there's ways to rid yourself of all of those things that this toxic, the world, unfortunately, that has become so toxic, you know, environmentally and mentally. It's making us sick physically and mentally. And I've somehow been so fortunate to surpass a lot of things. No, I didn't surpass anything. That's not true. I went through it all hardcore. But I didn't lose. You know, I didn't lose. I understood the contract. I understood the assignment. And and here I am. You know, and I look into my fucking eyes like I want to show you. I want you to be happy because I've never felt anything like this. I really haven't. Like, it almost brings me to tears, which looks like I'm not happy, but it's because I can't believe that I've been given this gift of joy. It's not an easy thing to have. You know, for a lot of us, for the people that are in my group, it's not an easy thing to have. So many of us have been just bashed until we just feel, you know, we're nothing. And that's wrong. We are everything. And you deserve happiness and joy, not just surviving anymore. No more just surviving. Enjoying the moment, enjoying every moment. Like just outside on the trampoline with my little one playing that I was mommy bat and she was the baby bat and I was teaching her how to fly. You know, and in the moment, joy. Not living in the past anymore. You know, there's a lot of different things to it, but I need to get it all put together. But, you know, I really can't wait to share. I just want to hear that everybody wants to hear it so that I'm not just shoving things down your throat. You know, I'm not looking for money or anything at all. I just want to share the truth with you. That's what I want to do. Because nothing from my religious upbringing when I was little to the assaults when I was a teenager to all the fucking things that I don't even need to say because you all have read my blog and you all know I have joy. What the fuck? I mean, what the fuck, right? Let me share it with you. Let me share how to get joy in your life. And it is a road, you know, it is a journey, and I'll go down it with you.